Welcome back to Blueprint channel, it's TK, and today I want to showcase the SUI LALO with the maxed frozen arrow. Hopefully you'll enjoy this video because I have some special tips for you in LALO attacks, and without any further ado, let's dive in. Okay, we have the first base here and it's going to be this ring base. Now what I usually do in SUI LALO is I try to look for the infernos. Once I see there is a multi-inferno in that area that I could SUI, I'll send my heroes, which in this case, as you can see, I'm trying to send the king into the area which there is a multi and the monolith, and then I want to have the queen on the other side of this space, which can give me the ricochet cannon, expo, enemy queen, and the multi archer tower. Now if we get lucky enough with these wall breaks that I'm going to send to this area, we can actually reach to the scatter shot, but let's see if that is possible. King ability goes off, these wall breakers are going to keep on moving, and look at the way they're going to open this wall and a bit more front. So now we're going to make sure this queen is invisible, and this is where the frozen arrow comes in hand because she can be alive for much longer with this arrow, man. Trust me, it's just something that it can work really good on every base, but again, sometimes it might not be the best. You might have, really wanted healers. But let's go ahead with the LALO on this side, and I'm going to choose the blimp. Now with this blimp, I usually like to have one more hound and the headhunters to go for the town hall, but I just drop one headhunter for now because the enemy RC is on the other side. Haste for the hound and haste for the loons. Then I'm gonna rage a bit to the outside of the town hall so we can get the loons in the range, and then at the same time I'm doing LALO on the lower side so we can keep the flow going. Now with the heal spell, usually you want to drop it in an area where there's scatter shots or multi infernos, and in this case you can see we healed back up all those loons, and at the end of this base we have an air defense with a few normal regular point defenses which we're gonna take out, and then we're gonna overwhelm the back end, which is this multi archer tower. If this was an inferno tower which was on multi, I would go ahead and freeze that, I think, because we have the champion ability so she can clear the lower side. Now this was the way I like to hit the ring bases with the SUI LALO. Sometimes you can go ahead and LALO the town hall, but not always, so the blimp is the best choice. Now let's go on to the next hit. It's gonna be a box base, but I have two methods of taking down a box. We're here on this base. Now the box bases are kind of like, can you get the town hall, can you not get the town hall? So the town hall is one of the most important thing in a box space. The next step, or I would say the first step that I think of, is can I get a flame flinger value, and on this case I'm going ahead with that scatter shot. Now look at the town hall compartment, it's 4 expos, the poison tower and multi archer towers, which could be really hard hitting if you only send one hero, which that is the other method which I'm going to showcase after this attack. But in this case, tanking the mortar nicely, so I make sure the scatter shot goes down later on and the flame flinger doesn't lose too much HP. So then I'm gonna go ahead in the top side, and you can go ahead with the double skelly spell because there is so much of course damage. Look at that ice golem, man, sprung out a map. You can have a giant instead of one loon, that's up to you. I don't really see the value here, but in general you can see I'm funneling the left and right side with those super barbarians and wizards and loons. Now the queen ability, which is the equipment, the frozen arrow, can come really handy into areas which have this much damage because she can stay alive longer. Now look at that king absolutely demolishing this whole compartment with that gauntlet. He's gonna be protecting the queen too, but this is where you can see where we're going to LALO, because the way the base is kind of set up, you can't really send the LALO into any area. That is a good thing, but I'm gonna go ahead and LALO into 2 sweepers. Yes, I want to show that it's possible with nice spell placement. Now with the poison tower, as I said on the last attack on multi infernos and scatter shots, you can always drop the heal spell where the poison tower is as well. Now that hound, I got it in a warden ability, which now I can go ahead with some loons to the top side as well, get these areas cleared out ASAP. We have a rage spell which I'm going to use in the core, and with the free spells, because we don't have an inferno and the scatter scattershot is being tanked by 1 and 1 loon, we don't need to use the freeze on scattershot, so you can use it on the, of course, sweepers. One thing I actually kind of forgot was the CC, that on some attacks with the SUI LALO, you don't necessarily need to pull the CC, but this strategy, for me personally, it's so enjoyable because I used to hit LALO attacks since Town Hall 13 all the way to maybe middle of Town Hall 15, which then the Super Barge, obviously got started from there, but I was enjoying LALO too much, so I really want to have that feeling again. That's why for now I have switched to LALO, and I mean, personally, I'm liking it a lot. I'm liking the plannings, I'm liking the execution. Sometimes if you fail, you can know what you did wrong. But let's go on to the next box space because we have a different approach there, and I'm gonna teach you what it is. We have this box space, and you can see the town hall area is less damage, but look at the infernos. Now I told you I look for infernos and see if there is a multi-inferno. How can we get it? Can I get it with flame flinger, or can I get it with SUI, which in this case I can see the flame flinger value, so I'm gonna go ahead and try my best to flame flinger that multi-archer tower and the multi-inferno. Now this is where next step comes, and the town hall SUI. Look at the way the scatter shot is and the whole area which the king gauntlet can splash. So on this case, I'm gonna send the king to the scatter shot and the queen to the town hall. Sometimes you can do opposite if the town hall pathing is a bit harder. So with that super barbarian, I'm gonna give the queen, a bit more funneling to go for the town hall. This is why I love to have the super barbs in this army, because it's so much easier to funnel stuff than a regular, maybe sneaky goblins. At the same time, I'm gonna go ahead with the ice golem just because I saw the Teslas pop. I'm not sure if I can get that on this account. I still haven't unlocked, by the time I'm actually recording this, the frozen arrow. But you can see when we have the queen only to take out the town hall, it's not gonna be like as useful, same as healers. But sometimes you don't need to use her ability or something like invisibility. Even unicorn will stay alive if you have a maxed arrow, the frozen arrow, so that way the queen can get more value after the town hall. That is the main thing, because here she's gonna eventually start dying, so I'm gonna start the LALO ASAP. Go ahead with that champion as well. Now the LALO, the lava hound, is gonna die early, so we're gonna go ahead with another hound and watch out for the headhunters and the haste spell with the warden ability combination, which is a really nice thing. Then I'm gonna add more loons to the top side, and look at the value my flame flinger got. It's decent, and I think the multi will go down, so I'm adding more loons on the low top side again. Now this is where my LALO and my the heal spell was a bit bad, I'm not even gonna lie, but I'm still kind of looking to see where to drop these spells, because the spells are the key thing. I drop a few loons at the end to tank for this royal champion so we can take her out, but the main damage of this area was those two multi-archer towers and multi-inferno compartments. Once you get those down or keep on freezing them, you are good to go, because the royal champion will mostly stay alive in all of your SUI LALO attacks. She's the key, because you have also the fox, which she can keep getting invisible, and when she's under the loons, not a lot of defenses can actually target her. So that's how we crush this base, with this way of SUIing, of course, one of the sides and the town hall. But let's go on to an anti 3-star base. Anti 3-star bases is the ones that you don't usually see anymore, but I'm here to give you a plan. Now this base has 3 multi-infernos that are really tough to get with the SUI, so your only option is to actually LALO them. Now this is what I like about LALO. I like this challenge. Can I LALO 3 multi-infernos which are all raged up? This is interesting again, but we're gonna go ahead with the flame flinger on the scatter shot in this attack, because I saw no expos, no mortars, so this area could be baited, I'm not even gonna lie. But at the same time, I didn't care that much. I wanted this flame flinger to get the scatter shot. Now the next step is I'm going to send the heroes in a way that one of them goes for the town hall, which in this case is the queen. 2 barbarians to funnel that side. You can see how good they did their job. Now wizard, unfortunately the wizard tower locked onto the wizard out of nowhere, but I'm gonna go ahead with more funnels, making sure the queen goes in. And that skelly spell, I could argue it was a swag. Like, why did I drop her there? I thought the queen might come back, but no, she went up So she's gonna go in for the town hall. And now the king, this is where, for example, you can have baby dragons or wizards, super barbarians, to funnel the king into another area of the base, because guys, that gauntlet will just give you so much value. And watch my queen. This is where usually you need to pop her ability, but with the frozen arrow, you don't actually need to care about her. You don't even need to look at her. So you look at the expos that are locked to the king. Do you need to do invisibility for the king or not? That's something you can add on. And now with the queen ability, we can take out more things behind the town hall. Let's say like a CC, like monolith. But I'm not even looking at the queen anymore. Now she is going to die through ability, as you saw from the lower cards of the screen. But I want you to take a look at this Lalo. Look at the way I'm going to keep on freezing and using the warden ability with heal spells on two sides. We're doing two different Lalos, guys. Going into this base, we are also going into a sweeper, but that's where, as I said, the champion can help you a lot. We are freezing that area. We have a rage, two more haste spells which we could use to get through these areas faster. And I always use, really like to have 3 loons or 2 loons for the back end, to use them in a way to tank for a wizard tower or maybe a certain defense you can take out. You can even, if you are low on time, you can use it for the cleanup. But in general, hopefully you like this Lalo video, because I know some of you out there that are really into Lalo and you want to see more, because I saw the comments last time about some of my Lalo videos. But in general, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see more and if you want to see a guide on the SUI Lalo. I'm really glad I could bring you this video. See you soon on the next one. Take care and peace.